The history of English began in England after the arrival of certain tribes from North Europe. What we know as English today was spoken in the northwest corner of Europe, in the regions which now comprise Denmark, Netherlands, and Germany. Then it was called Tutish or Twitch or Dwitch, named after the people who spoke it. It was brought to Britain by settlers like Jutes, Angles, and Saxons in 449. If we use the modern names of the countries from which these settlers came, then Jutes came from South Denmark, Angles from North Denmark, and Saxons from Germany. The map shows the route that these settlers took to reach England. They crossed North Sea to arrive in England. There is some disagreement regarding the exact nature of these settlements. It is believed that they did not come in the form of a large invading army. In fact, they came as uncoordinated bands all over the country. Some also see it as the arrival of a ruling minority, whereas others believe that they came in large groups of settlers. Whatever the case, then started a long struggle for political assimilation and domination. In fact, assimilation and political domination. But it was not until 700 that the incomers were able to establish their rule or control all over England by pushing the Britons to the north and west of the country in the regions which we now know as Scotland, Ireland, Wales, and Cornwall. Probably the settlers had more power and prestige, and so did their language. An example is the use of the word well, which was used to refer to Britons, but the word also means foreigners or slaves. This gives us an idea of the lower status of the Britons compared to the settlers. Probably their language also had more prestige because they had become the political elite by establishing a large number of kingdoms all over the country. So, Germanic, which was the language they used, it became the dominant language of England. These groups were closely related in language and culture, and gradually came to regard themselves as one people. The word Angle, which was initially used to refer to the Angle tribe among the incomers, was applied to all the settlers. Similarly, the related adjective English, which was then spelled in this way, was applied to all these people and their language. As we have already said, that these people established a medley of kingdoms all over the country. The Jutes who came from Jutland, which is a part of Denmark now, settled in Kent. The Saxons settled in the south and western parts of England, now counties whose names end in sex. So, Essex was the kingdom of the East Saxons, Wessex was the kingdom of West Saxons, Middlesex was the kingdom of the Middle Saxons, and Sussex was the kingdom of the South Saxons. I'm sure you're all familiar with these county names, and perhaps have even visited these counties yourselves. The Angles, on the other hand, settled chiefly on the east coast. The kingdom of East Anglia was divided into the regions of Norfolk, which we now know as Norfolk, and Southfolk, which we now know as Suffolk. So in this way, English was spread all over Britain with the help of these Germanic tribes.